Hey friends, how's it going? What's going on? Coach Walt here. Welcome back to the show. Video number 57. Another awesome sale to share with you guys, this time of a graded sports card. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I sell a lot of really cheap stuff, like a couple of bucks or so. And every now and then something comes through that's a whole lot nicer. But sometimes these nicer cards, these more expensive cards, they sit a while because in this case, there's not a lot of them out there. When you have cards graded, they have what's called the population report, the POP report, and these companies keep track of how many of these cards that they've graded. And the more plentiful they are, quite often, they won't be worth as much. Sometimes if there's very few of them available, they can be worth a little more. In this particular case, it's a superstar player, but it's not a rookie card, but it's numbered, meaning there's a serial number to 175, which means there's only 175 of this card in existence in the world. For this player, this parallel, there's only 175 that exist. And currently, there's only 4 that have been graded a PSA 10. So it's a really low pop card. They don't come up very often. And because of that, sometimes buyers are a little bit hesitant because they don't know what to pay for it. If something's only been, there's only 4 in existence. When I looked, I didn't see any listed, any sold. So I'm just kind of guessing. It's when you can look at hundreds and hundreds of sales of an item, you get an idea what it's going to sell for, and it usually does. But when there's only 4 in existence in the whole world, you're kind of, your guess is as good as mine. So this card I bought in a collection last summer. I've mentioned this before in a previous video. I paid $700 for, I think, about 100 cards. There was a bunch of graded stuff, a bunch of raw stuff, and I tracked that collection to $1,000 of selling. So I know that I was, well into the profit, and I still have some left. And this one hung around a while, I think because it's so rare. There's no comps, as we call it in the business. You can't compare it, to other examples of this card because there are just so few available. But it is a superstar. It is numbered to 175. It is a PSA 10. So I threw it up for $100, see what happens. And I've gotten some offers over the last several months. I've sent offers, received offers, and just couldn't make a deal. But today, an offer came through. It was not a counter offer. This was the first offer made by the buyer. And now I got to think about it, Am I already into the profit on these cards? Yes. Do I have reason to believe that it's going to sell for my asking price all of a sudden when it's been sitting, since the summer? No. It might if next season comes around and this guy has another great year, could it sell for more? Maybe, maybe breaks his neck and never plays again, and then they're worthless. So you never know. So when a reasonable offer comes through, it's been sitting a while, you're well into the profit, I just took it. So we got a sweet looking Hyper Prism Josh Allen here. It's from 2021 Prism. So again, like I said, there's only 4 in existence in the world right now, graded a 10. So you can see the numbers backwards there, but there's only 175 of this card anywhere, and only 4 have been graded by PSA to be a 10 so far. Now, could that change? Yes, but right now, PSA is saying the pop report is 4. So a very rare card, and $85 I thought was a very fair offer, so I took it. And it's going out to my new buddy in California. So do me a favor, if you see the video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you all next time. Go Bills!